Hey guys, it's your girl Reese coming to you from the 813. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about asthma. Want to talk about this subject is because this is something that I suffer with. And it's important that we know whatever illness our partners have, it's important that we know exactly how to help them with this illness, help them with the treatment of it, and everything. So first of all, I'm going to explain to you what asthma is. Now, asthma is a chronic lung disease. Conditions can affect the airway, and the airways, those are the tubes that are like in our body, that carry the oxygen to our lungs. Now, when you have an asthma attack, that's when your lungs become, or your airway, should I say, become narrowed and inflamed. So normal airways are open like this, but when you're having an asthma attack, they close up like this, and it makes it hard for you to be able to breathe. So it goes from being like this to this. Asthma does affect people of all ages. I mean, infants to elderly can have asthma. So in the United States, according to the American Lung Association, as of today, 8.3% of Americans has asthma. Now, that might not seem like a lot, like, oh, that's only 8.3%. But that is really a lot of people that does have asthma. And asthma affects people in a variety of ways. So knowing about asthma and being able to treat asthma and to live with asthma is to know your trigger points. Things that trigger your asthma. Things that cause your asthma to flare up. For me, triggers are grass, dust, moss, just the allergens in the air. And that's pretty much what does cause asthma. People could be allergic to seafood. That can cause an asthma attack. You could be allergic to eggs, peanuts. It's just a variety of things that do come into play when it comes to asthma. But there are plans that are put into place to help people that suffer from asthma. So you have your rescue inhalers. Those are your Pro-Airs, your albuterols, your Ventolins, all those inhalers. You might see people walk around with the orange ones. Some of them are gray, some are blue, some are red and white. They're just a variety of colors. Those are what we call our rescue inhalers. Then you have the steroid inhalers. Those you take on a daily basis to keep your airway open. Then, there's different type of testings to test out your lung function. You got the spirometer, I think that's how you say it. The spirometer, then you have the flow chart where you blow in, and it's like a little, I wish I had one to show you what it looks like, but it's like a little flow chart. I mean, you blow into it and it jumps up, and you blow it, you do it 3 times to see how high you can get your reading. So these are different kind of tests they have to measure your asthma. Normally, the body immune system fights off the infections or whatever, but sometimes when a person's immune system becomes compromised, either from the environment, the things they're allergic to, these are things that can trigger off asthma attacks. I say tracks. There's medications that you can take besides the inhalers that can prevent you from having asthma attacks. It's just like with me, I can remember a time where my asthma was so bad. We was getting ready to go to Germany, and we went to our family reunion in Louisiana. It was so hot. Oh my God, it was so hot. It was May. It was around Memorial Day weekend. And I think I was like about 15, getting ready to hit 16. And I'm allergic to grass. I'm allergic to dust. So that's another reason why I'm very OCD. I just got to have everything wiped down because I don't want to be sick. I hate asthma. having an asthma attack. Asthma attack, you're gasping for your breath. That is not a fun feeling. So if you know people that suffer from asthma, you know, it's okay for you to ask them, okay, what is your triggers? What makes you have an asthma attack? 9 out of 10 people know what their triggers are when it comes to having asthma. Back to my story. We was in Louisiana, and we was at a family reunion, and I came in contact with some grass and some dust, and I was having a very severe asthma attack, which landed me in the hospital for, I want to say like 2 or 3 days. So it kind of delayed us going to Europe because of my asthma attack, to the point where the doctors told my parents, like, look, if she had got here 30 minutes later, she would have been dead. I mean, my dad was blowing this AC on high blast. I'm trying to suck in that air. I'm sweating like I done just got out of a swimming pool. You know how the water just be dropping off of you? I'm just dropping sweat like that. And, you know, when you're going through this, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. But I don't want to live like this. I don't want to live like this to where it's affecting my breathing. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen to me in the process of having an asthma attack. Because, you know, with asthma, you can die. This is like serious, like it's like any other illness. Depending on what that illness is, how severe it is, you can die. So that's why, guys, it's important to always take care of your own health, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. These are things that you need to take care of for yourself. You know, so with me having asthma, I always make sure both of my vehicles have an inhaler in it. I always make sure that if I'm going out of town, I'm going on a trip, I've got my nebulizer machine. I always make sure that even by my bed, I have an inhaler. So I have 3 active inhalers that I can always put my hand on at all times. If I'm having an asthma attack, I'm going to get that rescue inhaler. I'm going to pump them 2 puffs, hold it in, repeat. And then, you know, within a few minutes, my airway should open up. If it's too severe to where my airway is not going to open up, I've got my nebulizer. But what I found out that if I wake up in the morning time and I can hear myself wheezing, I automatically give myself a breathing treatment, because I don't want an asthma attack to come up somewhere I might be out and walking and have an asthma attack. I mean, that's just how severe it is, especially during the season when the pollen is falling. Oh my God, asthma is horrible. I can say within the last 5 years since I've been here in Florida, I can thank God, knock on some wood, you know, I haven't really had any problems with my asthma. Every once in a while it'll try to flare up, but I always grab my rescue inhaler or I grab my nebulizer, give myself a breathing treatment, drink some water, drink some coffee. You know, there's all kind of little remedies they say that works. They say drink tea, it'll open up, because caffeine is supposed to open you up. Drink coffee is supposed to open you up. So those are the things that I do. Guys, it's important. It's so important that if you know somebody that has asthma and you hang with them on a regular, that you know what to do when they have an asthma.